Hello everyone. For this new lesson, secondary grade English first semester 2A, listening, speaking, writing, prepared by Muhammad al-Bukhari and presented by me, Faisal al-Shari. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate anytime to raise it up. In any lesson, I think most of you know we have objectives. So why should we take the objectives? In order to understand the whole lesson in the right way. So we have 3 objectives. Number 1, practice in listening to check prediction about famous people. And number 2, practice speaking about topic of major heroes or heroes. And number 3, understand the organization and content of an essay describing a person, right? So we are going to listen, also speak, and know how to write very well. Alright, do you know who is he? This man in the picture, is he a famous person? Right, is he famous? Do you know him before? What is he famous for? Can you remember that? I think most of you know. Most of you know. Alright. Now, we are going to listen after 2 slides, but now we have some words and phrases related to describing people if you want to describe anyone. Patient, courageous, enthusiasm, responsible, strict, unselfish, sense of humor, stress. All these words you can use it to describe the person you want. Okay? That's fine. So here we go with the meaning of the words. Courageous means brave. Enthusiasm means intense and eager enjoyment. Extraordinary means very usual or remarkable. Patient means able to accept or tolerate problems. Responsible means having control over someone or something. And sense of humor means the ability to create a new humor. Stress means pressure or tension exerted on a material object. Unselfish means willing to put the needs of others before one's own. Strict means firm or hard. Alright, so this is explanations of those words we have mentioned before. Okay. Do you know any of those scientists? Have you heard of any of those scientists before? What do you know, or can you guess about any scientists on the right? Any one of them? Fleming, Buster, Brunton? Any one of them? Do you have any idea? Have you heard about them before? I'm waiting you to guess, to think if you answer right or not. I'm waiting you to guess. Right. Okay, we will see now how are those scientists. Okay. I need you to listen very well. And after listening, we have an exercise. So pay attention, please. Alright, welcome Abdulaziz. I'm not sure if you can hear the whole conversation. Did you hear anything in the conversation? Did you hear anything, Abdulaziz? Are you there, Abdulaziz? Okay. Can you type one if you could listen to me? All right. Welcome, Hiba. Welcome, Abdulaziz. We have listened to the conversation and we are going to listen again. Can you hear me well? Both? Can you hear me well? Oh, that's fine. All right, Abdulaziz, Hiba. We are going to listen now. The three scientists, okay? Fleming, and Pasteur and Roentgen, right? So all I need you to do to focus on the conversation, and later on after the finish, we need to put each sentence belong to each sentence. So if, for example, number one, we can say F, okay, for Fleming, right? Right, Abdulaziz? Okay, here we go. We should listen again. All right, Abdulaziz, Hiba, can I get your answers? You can write only the first letter and we will type it on the space. Did you hear well the clip, the audio clip? Did you hear it very well? Hiba, Abdulaziz. All right. Hiba said 1P. That's great. What about... You can choose any sentence, not necessarily by order. Because we are going to check later on. 2P as well. All right. Who study math, physics, and chemistry. 4F. We will check. Where are you, Abdulaziz? We are waiting you. Hello, Abdulaziz. Alright. 7R. We will check, Hiba. Are you sure about your answers? Okay. Do you want to add more? Or we will see. You can try. You can try with 6. What comes to your mind? F. Alright. Right, Hiba said F for number 6. Okay. Can we check Hiba now? Abdulaziz, if you are there, if you can hear us, I'm not sure because you are not saying anything or typing even to make sure that you are with us. Okay. Now, Hiba, PP, F, number 4, number 6, F, and R. Close your eyes for a moment. Open it. P, F, P, and number 4, it's absolutely right. Did you say R for number 6? You said you are not sure. You said F. And finally, R for number 7. Sounds great, Hiba? We will try later on, okay? Good. Now, time for speaking, and I need to listen from you. Can you speak, Abdulaziz? If you can hear me? Do you want to speak? Do you want to speak, Abdulaziz? Alright, because I need to listen from you those two pictures, do you consider these people to be heroes? Why and why not? If you not consider, in your opinion, are they rewarded for their work do? And finally, how do you think they feel? And also, you can use those words on the bottom. Okay, I hope you share. What do you think, Abdulaziz? Okay. What do you think this man? And this man as well. Can we say fireman? Can I say this one father or something? Father? We'll come back, Hiba. Alright, Hiba, can you speak? Because this slide, it meant especially to speak about those two pictures. Do you consider those people to be heroes? Why and why not? And the second point, in your opinion, are they rewarded for what they do? And number 3, do you think they feel? How do you think they feel? So can you speak, Hiba? If you want to speak, I can leave the microphone for you. Because Abdulaziz, up to now, I could not listen to Abdulaziz. If you can speak, please. Alright, never mind. What do you think we can say about those two pictures? What do you think we can say about those two pictures? If you're still there, Hiba, you can write. Alright. Now we have example or something like that to make sure you get the idea. We have, for example, to say I think parents are real heroes. They have to look after their children and be patient and loving. Right? SB, of course, think about a responsibility of raising children, but also teachers are heroes. Don't you think? And yes, they are. They too are responsible for children, and they have the additional stress of teaching. So I agree, but it's very rewarding job. I think I would. Alright? Now the time for writing. If your teacher has asked you to write a description of a person, of the person you admire most, say why you admire him or even her and how he is or she has influenced you. So you have 2 points or questions, you can answer them. Why you admire him or her and how she or he has influenced you, how they impact on you. Alright, Hiba? Welcome back again. I hope the connection very well. Hiba, can you hear me well? Type 1, please. Oh, that's great. Now, Hiba, we are almost in the last section of this lesson. If your teacher has asked you to write a description about of the person you admire most, why you admire him or even her, and how he or she has influenced you. Can you write a small description, please, about any person you think is Okay, that's good. Hiba is trying. I'm also waiting, Abdulaziz. I'll possibly be because the person is honest. Alright. You can say honest or nice. Very good. Very good. Sounds great, Hiba? Sounds great. Alright. Okay. We will move now to An example, and I need your help, please. When you are writing a description of a person you admire, follow the outline below, right? So it's so important to start with introduction. And what usually in the introduction, give some general information about the person. Okay, let's say you are talking about your father, your mother. You need to give some general information about the person, and then the main part, you can say 2 or 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph describe the person's character and say what influence the person has had on you, or even sometimes other people. Alright? And the final thing, make a general comment about a person and say how you feel about him or even her. Alright, Tiba? So we should focus on those things, on those 3 things when we write a description about a person. Any question up to now? Because we are going to see an example. That sounds great. Now, remember the introduction and the main. I will just let you see it. I need you to tell me if the example next slide applying the same rule or not. I need you to tell me later on where is the introduction, start from where to where, and then where is the main part. Are they mentioning the same information we said here? And also in the conclusion, is there any general comment? Okay, I need you to apply it on this slide, please. Alright, Hiba, go ahead. You can scan to make sure. If you want to read, I will let the microphone for you, or can just read by your eyes. Oh, that's fine, go. The person I admired most is my secondary school English teacher, Mr. Nabil. He taught me in my final years. Before him, I had no interest in English. However, when I finished school, it was my favorite subject. Mr. Nabil was serious and quite strict, but he also had a wonderful sense of humor. The thing I really remember about him is his enthusiasm for the subject. This rubbed off on really all his students because he motivated them to become interested too. As for myself, Mr. Nabil has lasting effect on me. He was the main reason I chose to continue my study in English. He helped me choose the best university for what I want to study. He also made me believe in myself, and now I am confident that one day I will fulfill my dream of becoming a teacher. I will never forget Mr. Nabil. I'm glad that he still teaches at my old school, and I hope that the student he teaches now appreciate him as much as I did. Right? I try to read it for you in that sounds great, right? The first 3 we can say this is introduction. Sounds great. What about the 2 paragraphs? The 2 ones are your last 2 ones. This one, conclusion. Okay, we will put it. That sounds great. Where is the main part then? Oh, that was great, Hiba. Well done. Sounds good. So this is the first one. The first paragraph, the first main, and the second one is this. Good job. Well done, Hiba. Sounds great. Very good. I like it. Okay, now we will move to another slide and we will see. Is it the same answers? Oh, sounds great, Hiba. Hiba, description 1, reason for admiring person 2, and finally the influence, the conclusion. Alright, sounds great, Hiba. Any questions up to now? Any questions up to now? Hiba, if you could hear me? Oh, that's fine. Alright, now listen, in between 100 and 150 words, write a description of a person or the person you admire most. Say why you admire this person and how is he or she has influenced you. I think you wrote one sentence before, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you wrote about man or woman who is honest or something like that. So you can continue the same sentence if you want. Yeah, because we don't have much more time. Within 2 minutes, please. If you can, within 2 minutes. Thank you. Right. You're still typing. Surya is a really nice person. She's very honest too. She encouraged me to become better at math, and that's why I think she is wonderful. What? You are really wonderful. Okay, you are really, really wonderful. Thank you so much, Sheila, for you typing. Your typing is so fast in 1 minute. That sounds great. Alright, good. Now, we should not forget what we have taken up to now. Summary now. Those words, I'm not sure if you come across. Anyway, you can see the lesson again anytime you wish. We have come across to those words, and this is the meaning as well. And now how to write. Don't forget introduction in any essay or something you want to write. Main part, describe the person's character. Say what influence person has or had on you. And finally, general comment, the conclusion. Any questions up to now, Hiba? I wish to hear from you.